Mystic ancient secrets can all be answered when you ask the mystic access guru. That is I, the great exalted one. I have come across 3 astral projections through the god plane in the hero metamorphosis to give you the knowledge you deserve.
All right. Hey, Westside. How are you today? So we're going to take up a little later than where we left off yesterday. Where it got kind of juicy. Let me see. Let me start it back here. Maybe right there.
That are real. Real flat earthers just don't say anything.
Yeah. And they fired me from my job because I brought up flat Earth at work, and it kind of pissed off a couple people, and especially the local facilities here, like the universities. And I actually had professors talk to me and try to convince me otherwise. And the kind of evidence they brought wasn't convincing at all. Yeah. But then again, I got persecuted, basically. Yeah.
Andrew, can you repeat your question to Luca again?
Translation, I bugged the shit out of everybody I worked with, trying to convert them to be flat earthers and called them names when they didn't agree with me. So I became intolerable and they fired me. Hey, Carlos.
I'm sorry. Bless you.
So, Luca, you graduated from high school. And dropped out, I think.
Okay. PJ dropped.
Oops.
Yeah, he said goodbye. He said goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to bail.
So I asked you if you'd ever been to any other academic courses aside from high school, and you said no. Is that correct?
Well, I did do a hospitality course.
Okay, so you worked at a hotel.
Well, I did take a course.
So what, are they appealing to education now? Are they appealing to credentials now? You notice every other time it's, well, do you have a college degree? Well, why are you appealing to a credential? Why should I need a college diploma, right? That's what we get from them.
Was in Bristol as well. After.
So would you be against going and taking, I don't know if you're in the US or whatever, but you should definitely be at least a little bit interested in trying to take some sort of courses for just going into language, mathematics, social sciences, and these different things that you learn in high school just at a higher level. Would you be against doing that? And if you're not, what is holding you back?
I suppose I could. I am a little interested in maybe taking a physics course in uni or something.
You can't just go right into physics. No, you have to have a certain amount of math courses completed.
Well, obviously, I'd need.
What? What? You mean you can't take Physics 101 straight out of high school? You can't do that? Let's see. I'll just go to Ohio State University. Ohio State University. Physics. Let's see. Oh, that's a shop. Let's see. Ohio State University, Physics 101. Intro into Physics. Here we go. Physics 101, Introduction to Physics, SDCM 0138. Has been evaluated, recommended for semester hours, blah, 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 blah. Didn't give me prerequisites. Prerequisites. It's Bachelor of Science, physics major. Yeah, anyway, not finding the information I'm needing or I'm asking for. So, but pretty sure you can take physics 101. See, you can take physics in high school, motherfucker. Hey, Matt, you can take physics in high school. So if you didn't take physics in high school, but you did take if you did pass math, you're eligible to take physics in college. Physics 101. It's a basic course.
Obviously, to take multiple courses and spend years at uni before I actually get the degree in
I took
physics.
physics in high school. You don't
He's
have
an
to
awesome.
take years of it. No. Just
Well, you kind of do in
Yeah, hey, Matt. Did I say hello? Pretty high. Sorry.
order to get a degree. You need to do the practical, like you need
Okay, I
to
think you're
design.
missing the point of why I was asking that question to begin with. You've never taken any college courses, yet you're more or less saying, well, the physicists, as far as I'm gathering, they have figured something out, therefore you believe in it, even though you've never actually researched it yourself.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to research everything yourself to understand it. You just don't.
Well, they should know what they're talking about, right?
No, oh, wow, that's not.
Yes, they should know what they're talking about because that's why they got their PhD. That's why they're teaching school. That's why they're teaching physics courses. That's why they have jobs in physics. See, one person I wouldn't take advice from would be a flat earther who hasn't gone through anything you're talking about. You fucking hypocrite. So ask PJ if he's ever been to college for physics, and what makes him an authority, or Roger or Flatzoid. Ask them what makes them an authority on physics and science. You might want to do that, hypocrite.
Not good.
Inquisitive minds. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in certain aspects, you would definitely be correct. Like, well, the pilot that's definitely in the cockpit should know what they're doing, right?
Yep. They do. That's why they're in the cockpit.
Okay, they're not physicists, and they don't. The physicists don't have a track record of flying airplanes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So there's people that can fly airplanes that understand physics, and there are people who don't fly airplanes that understand physics. What's your point?
No.
Okay.
Different jobs, different people have different jobs for specific things. So you may be good at one thing but bad at another.
Okay. So where do you draw the lines of, like, where do you draw the difference? Like, where do you say, oh, whoops, I'm not going to trust that person. This pilot only has a degree in culinary arts.
What? This pilot only has a degree in culinary arts? Okay. What is your point? The pilot knows how to fly a plane, understands aerodynamics, understands physics enough to fly the plane, and he knows how to cook. What's your fucking point, pal?
Well,
You know, the people, all these other people on the panel, they don't know shit. They don't know what someone with a degree in culinary arts knows. Okay?
culinary arts doesn't really.
I understand that. It's a very hypothetical question.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, for example, I probably, if someone had a degree in like mechanics or something, they still.
Hey, Tusk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, saying something in a stupid voice makes it 34% more true. Absolutely.
May not know about the globe model.
Or admitting your crime in a sarcastic voice makes you innocent. That's another one. That's another thing I like. Oh yes, so I murdered people. Yeah, that's what we get a lot of times from people.
Model that well, just because they have a degree in mechanics. That's not really. That's a different job. But I would trust them with my car, even though I don't know them. You know, I
Okay,
don't. I
so
don't.
hold on. Let's go back for a moment because I was listening to Roger earlier tonight.
Why?
Last night, where he was showing the entire.
He's a dumb fuck Sovset. And yes, Roger is a Sovset. He's basically admitted it. You know, if I rob a bank, who have I hurt? Have I hurt anybody? You know, it's got to be in order for it to be a crime, you have to hurt somebody or destroy property. That's pure Sovset right there.
NASA stuff with the pilots and all the other things, and you were just continuously just going into a state of denial. At one point, will you say, "Wow, someone has provided enough evidence towards a certain subject where I'm going to have to look at that in more detail," rather than just saying the physicists, whoever they.
Wait, what? Who are you talking about? Who's provided all this evidence? Contrary to what? To physics and science? Who's done that? None of you have done that. No flat earthers provided any evidence to back up their claim. None. Zero. Who the fuck are you talking about, buddy? Andrew?
They are. Is there any point for you, or is it just like a lost cause?
Well, I mean, if there is evidence that can't be explained away, then I guess I'd have to look into it more. Look into the evidence.
Yeah.
Or at least
4 hours, so.
At least immediately can't be explained away. Then I'd have to look into if there's an explanation as to.
Yeah, absolutely, Tusk. You break that sauce, you have to turn in your fucking pilot's badge.
How, you know, because so far with flat earthers, there isn't any evidence that can't be explained away with the globe model, you know? Like the observation.
Can
I say something? Can I say something? BS.
The observations we see too far can be explained with refraction, explained away.
Yes, and not being able to see far enough explains the globe and not flat Earth. See, flat Earth, you don't see far enough. If the Earth was in fact flat, we don't see far enough. They can't make that connection. They can't make the connection between like cars going over the horizon of an overpass and boats going over the horizon of the ocean. They aren't smart enough to make that connection.
With refraction, and that's the explanation for why we see too far over water. You know,
refraction.
The Chicago line from
I think refraction is an excuse. Really, you're wearing glasses, asshole. You're wearing glasses. How do you think your glasses work?
In place observation we made, it showed you last time, and that was under water, Luca.
Yeah.
Though, of course, if there is an observation that can't be explained away,
there's tons.
Then I'd have to genuinely look at it. You know, I'd have to look at that evidence.
Yeah, you explain them away by saying "nuh-uh." Nuh-uh, and show me bendy water. That's your way of explaining things away, but you can't. Hey, Lindsay, you just can't. You have no excuses. You just have doubt. That's all you got, man.
Hundreds of.
So it's not like I'm a lost cause. I do take evidence into account. It's just that you know,
It's just that none has been provided. Right? I'll take evidence, but you got to give me evidence to take. There has to be evidence there, and you haven't provided any.
do research what flat earthers give me. And then I find out that it can be.
Yeah, I mean, sorry to interrupt so much, but yeah, I do the same thing. When I debunk these videos live, I do the research right in front of them, right there, right then, and prove them wrong. So I take their claims, I research their claims, and their claims are found wanting.
Explained away with stuff that we say. So
the explanation you gave me about the Himalayan thing was pretty horrible. You just said that's not the mountain. You didn't look into the evidence of it, did you?
Well, yeah, I did look into the evidence, and it turned out it wasn't. It can't be the mountain because.
What can't be the mountain? What was the other explanation? Go ahead.
I don't know, because maybe it was moving. Maybe because it was moving like clouds do.
Well,
It's a different.
They're talking about this long-range observation of the Himalayas from like I don't know how many miles, right? And it's basically just a cloud front in the shape of mountains, and they all thought it was the Himalayas.
That's what he said.
Well, he didn't. He even admitted himself that he didn't know if it was actually the mountain he was looking at. You know.
I don't remember him saying that. He went and asked a pilot who actually flies the route all the time, and he asked if those were the Himalayas and how far away they were in the airplane.
Well, of course,
See, Himalayans would be the people who live in the Himalayas. See, it's the Himalayas, sir.
human error can play a part in this because human error is, well, human error is common in, well, there's
Especially
always going to be
especially in
some
the globe.
error to be taken into account for, you know, whether that be like
This Andrew asshole's a real smug son of a bitch, isn't he?
the experiment error percentage or the error rate of how often an experiment might fail because there's other factors to be considered. But if all factors are considered and you do provide me with evidence that can't be explained away with other reasonings, like if he can prove that to me that is actually the mountain that he was looking at, then I'd have to genuinely consider that as part of the, as, you know, like, okay, then what's going on here? Because I said that it should be impossible to see that mountain even with standard reflection, and yet he's seeing it. So what is actually going on here? So I'd have to look into that more if that is the case. Of course, it can be explained away by saying it's not the mountain, that it could be an explanation as well. So,
is that your standard of evidence, Luca? To dig into it, you should dig in more. You should go find out if he actually was looking at the mountain, find out what mountains are nearby.
True, but it's your evidence.
That is evidence. If you look at it,
but it's your evidence, so you need to.
No, it's not my evidence. It's the producer's evidence. The ones that, and they obviously provided the information in the video. If you look at it again,
I did see they provided the height and the distance and location.
Yep.
But they didn't actually, and they did claim at least that it was the specific mountain or mountain range that they were looking at, but they didn't actually verify that it was that mountain that they were looking at. They just said it was. You know, it's and unfortunately, I have dealt with flat earthers. Like, for example, Simon and Dan found out that a picture that a flat earther says was taken of a specific mountain wasn't actually that mountain, and they.
And also, keeping in mind that flat earthers have a very bad track record of identifying landmarks, items, things, directions. Like Sleeping Warrior misidentified a wind turbine, completely not in the right direction. Ranty did that shit too when he was a flat earther. And then you have I don't know, it was a lighthouse or something. It was a stupid mistake. Sleeping Warrior, yeah, when he was researching Foucault, he identified the wrong Foucault that wasn't even alive when the experiment happened. And then you got Flatzoid, who misidentified directions of the sun and sunrise and the sun itself, mistaking it for a spotlight. So, yeah, they have, and then you got PJ or who was it? One of them with their observation of the wind farms got the direction wrong, got the wrong set of wind farms or turbines. So they have a really crappy track record of misidentifying stuff. Hey, Citizen 9.
It was just clouds or something that looked like that mountain.
That was
had
his
ice on it.
excuse. That was his
actually-
excuse, Luca, because he
Yeah,
couldn't
it was
accept
not, yeah.
reality.
Exactly.
So it's harder. It's harder for me to accept.
Can't accept reality.
that
Yeah, Luca's the one who can't accept reality, right? Says the guy who needs the Earth to be flat because he's terrified of reality, of being just a speck in endless space. Hey, Billy.
the evidence like that anymore because
Yeah, no, concrete. It was concrete, Billy. Come on. Give him some credit.
Good evening.
even
evening.
from globe side.
Luca,
Hello.
you said it's difficult for you to accept that standard.
So he's like really triggered about the causeway of that causeway down in Florida. He's like really triggered. He has Soundly's name in his fucking handle.
Standard of evidence. You've just said something that's quite interesting, which was you just quoted standard refraction.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
tell us what standard refraction is, please? Now it's built.
Standard refraction is the refraction we have because of the atmosphere. It's an average of all the like refractive conditions. When it's basically nulled out, right? It doesn't affect anything adversely. That's standard refraction.
Up.
I mean, it's like what the refractive conditions are on that day. You know,
And how is this equation built up? What's it?
we
what,
take the
what is it formed from? How did you get it?
You haven't researched that? You guys haven't researched that? You don't know?
well, we take the average of the refractive conditions for multiple days, and then just
So what it's no, you don't. There's an important part of that. It's called the R value.
radius. What's the
Right, the R value, yeah. Okay.
uh-huh.
Where did you get the R value from?
Well, I guess they
The radius of the Earth has been known for 2,500 years. So,
they got it from just measuring the. They got it from like constant measurements. I guess.
You guessed they did.
Well,
You
I
guessed they did,
could
or
look it
they
up
did.
to get.
How exactly did they measure this? How did they get it? to say there's a standard value for refraction based on an R value, which you can't really see because of refraction, according to you.
Say what? We don't have to see the R value. We measured it. And yes, the standard refraction, atmospheric refraction, the refractive index of our atmosphere is measured based on the R value. Yeah.
They didn't just use their eyes. They used like measuring tools and devices.
You mean they used optical tools, which would be affected by, according to you, refraction?
Yeah, that's how they fit you for glasses. They use optical tools that are affected by refraction, and they can tell you how to repair your eyesight to fix your stigmatism. So yeah, that's how optics work.
They're not optical tools, because that obviously would be.
No, there's no other. All the other tools just derive flat, straight lines. Any of the tools. So where did the R value come from that you've got your standard refraction from? How did they measure the R value if the refraction is caused by the atmosphere all the time?
Because they used tools. They used surveying equipment and measured the R value. You can confirm it too. You know that? You know, you can confirm the R value. You measure Polaris. You have to wait till it's nighttime. And you measure Polaris, the angle to Polaris. And you take note of where you are. And then you travel a known distance north or south, whichever is more convenient for you. And then you measure the angle to Polaris from there. And then you can go to a third place or fourth place or fifth place. The further apart, the better. And then you take all those measurements and you put them on a chart, on a graph. Since you know how far you've gone, that's your base. And you know the angles. You can set up a triangulation to know how big the Earth is. So you can work all this out mathematically. So you can confirm it yourself.
Sally, is it called? Is 7/6R is what they use?
7/6R. It is exactly that. Yeah.
And you know so much about the subject, Luca. Break it down for us.
I guess today that.
Not today.
Hey, what's up, third?
Because apparently it's been known about for a long time. So tell us how you got it. How was this measured when you've got an atmosphere?
You measure it with tools. See, we know what causes refraction. We know how much things will be distorted by how much diffraction there is, and we can take that into account. That's how shit works. Like with celestial navigation. In order to know what the refractive index is and how to compensate for it, you take a barometric pressure reading and a temperature reading. That gives you your barometric pressure, what your correction would be, and it's pretty accurate.
A change in a variable atmosphere.
I guess Eratosthenes is that it was shadows.
Oh my lord!
No.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he did. So, cope.
Doesn't cut it at all. That's not giving you our value. That's a load of nonsense.
I mean, obviously he was.
Probably.
Obviously he was wrong with the R value, but he did.
No. What R value? How was the R value derived? How was it gotten and obtained? This is something that you've just thrown out as if it's your authority in all your place.
I guess.
Just admit you don't know. And
so who measured the Earth is flat? Whoever did that there, buddy, Mr. Banana Cam. Who's done that? So you just believe what other people tell you without any evidence without any measurements, no proofs, just uncritically thinking. And then you're criticizing Luca for doing what you do.
Surveying.
Say how they got. You just
See that's what the kids these days call hypocrisy.
saying things. So come on, tell us how this thing actually works and how you got it, how it was derived.
Like originally derived or nowadays derived?
Well, let's try fundamentally.
I guess in modern geodesy it would be
WGS 86. They did it.
triangulation or
Geologist?
I guess GPS in
Yeah, geologists. Yeah, those guys.
a way.
No.
Laser ranging maybe?
No.
Set
No. Yeah, those are techniques used by surveyors. So why are you saying no?
lights.
Where did it originally come from? How did you find it? Was it 0 atmosphere day? Was it no Atmo day? I think was the old call on it.
It didn't matter.
Again, atmo is not an English word. That's a Greek word meaning vapor or steam that we've adapted to be a suffix, but it's not a word. You can't use it as a word in the English language. It has to be accompanied by or it's a prefix, not a suffix. So it has to be accompanied by its ending word.
Because he used
Oh, it didn't
sticks and
matter.
shadows.
Okay, right. It didn't matter.
He used shadows to measure the R value. That was the original.
No. You're going completely off.
No.
That was the
was
original.
There's no proof he even existed. So you.
Okay, there's no proof that Jesus even existed. So, what's your point?
There's many things here. The sticks and shadows thing has been debunked many times. You can.
No, it hasn't. It most certainly hasn't. In fact, a lot of other people. In the latest case is Simon Dan, with his over 1,000 fucking participants. They still did it. They still do it. Science students do it every year. So
It completely operates
You
on
can
a
do
flat,
it today.
Excuse me, let me finish. It completely operates and works on a flat surface. So
no, it doesn't. You'll get shadows, but they won't match reality. Doesn't work on a flat Earth. See, the math is wrong. The geometry is wrong.
that makes no difference. So move away from that. Explain how you got and derived the R value. You've just been quoting it. 7/6R, your refraction value. Where and how did you get that?
He doesn't have to get that. He just has to use the data that's already been compiled. That's all. That's it. We just have to use the information that's already been provided to us. When have you ever proved that 1 equals 1? Never, but you can balance a checkbook, right? Yeah. See, you don't have to prove the basics of everything for everything to be true.
Simon Dan.
And they criticize, oh, you don't know anything because you haven't done it. Well, you claim the Earth is flat without any proof, without any investigation. The furthest that flat earthers get with the scientific method is looks flat. That's it. They don't even get to a hypothesis. They don't even question it. They just observe it. But they demand us to like do all these fucking experiments and fucking prove all this shit when they haven't done fuck all.
Simon Dan did a updated Eratosthenes experiment with like 1,000 shadows.
Yep.
And
Yes, and he's fighting Nathan Oakley on a regular basis right now over that.
He got
Nathan Oakley's a dickhead. Nathan Oakley couldn't win a fight against his kid.
absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
So
Oh, did he? Did Nathan Oakley absolutely destroy him? What, by cussing? By cussing a lot? By saying, oh, that's a flat earth measurement because you can't get a curve off of a curved baseline. Mean that? How he just denies geometry? How you gullible pieces of shit believe him? That's pathetic, man. That's really
you know
pathetic. That fucking coward. Hey, Cygnus. That fucking coward who won't come out of his fucking echo chamber because he knows what happens when he does.
that gave us the R value of.
He gets fucking destroyed. But you believe every fucking word he says? Way to go, buddy.
Well,
No,
I'm
it
out.
didn't.
Hey, Elisa.
It
I'm
didn't.
out, guys. Thank you.
or just reinforce.
Nathan's the coolest. Hey, Ronnie. Nathan's the coolest. Nathan had to call the company 23andMe and ask them why he only had 22.
The R value.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
So, get
hurts
us,
my feelings.
where did it come from? If you don't know, say you don't know.
Well, I know it was first.
If you do not
estimated.
know, just tell us that you don't know.
Well, I know.
You just rinse and repeat things you've been told. I'm fine with that. I'll be absolutely fine with it.
Like the maths, I don't know the maths behind it, but I know
The maths isn't important, it's just a calculation. But there's a measurement that it needs to be based on. How was that? How did they come to that? How was that derived? How was it measured?
well, I'm not smart enough to do it myself, so I don't know.
I don't think it's ever been
It's
measured.
not just smart enough to. You don't know. That's the point. You really should know. Because you need to ask these people and actually go and look to weigh, how was this actually done? How did you get this? Well, we made it up. We took a presumption. We did this. And if presumptions and things don't match the reality you actually see in day-to-day life, there's something wrong with the presumption, not the...
Right. Yes. And your presumptions do not match what we see in everyday, day-to-day life. Your presumption that the earth is flat cannot explain boats going over the horizon. Cannot explain the sun setting. Absolutely cannot explain that. Cannot explain a crisp horizon. Sorry, buddy, you're a hypocritical fuck.
reality you actually experience and see day to day.
That's not right at all.
No, that is right.
That's not what they do.
It goes against your beliefs on your repeat.
They don't throw it out just because it doesn't matter.
What the fuck? Am I still alive? Am I still alive? Because it says chat is disabled for this stream. What the fuck? What the hell is going on? What the shit? Look at this. Chat is disabled for the stream. Could anybody else put something into the chat? What the hell?
Not for that belief.
I mean, this is idiotic. Hello? Chat is disabled for this live stream. No, it's not. It's fucking not. Oh. How the fuck did it get turned off? I didn't turn it off. What the fuck? I don't understand YouTube at all. I don't fucking understand.
Your belief. Reality. No, you don't throw reality out. You go and reassess.
You do. You do. Oh, I don't. Oh, those pictures are fake. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, it works now. That's weird.
Assess to redo your belief that you've been believing in. That's exactly what you've been doing. That's what you.
No, we understand. So, do you think belief or believing is a bad word? Do you think that's a bad word? Do you? It's just belief is just understanding a concept, basically, a proposition. That's all believing is. Belief is not a bad word, except when that's all you have. When all you have is belief and you have no evidence to back your belief up. And then you call people who have evidence stupid. See, that's when it becomes a problem.
You've been doing.
I did say if they did verify that it wasn't that mountain they were looking at, I'd have to genuinely consider it, you know? I did say that.
We're going to speed it up a little.
But as it stands now, I'm going to say that it wasn't a mountain.
You started to quote refraction values as the fixing and doing all these things.
Right, because known refraction values, we know them. We know what the refraction values are. We've measured them. So I don't have to measure them. They've already been measured.
You're using something, you don't even know where it came from and how they do.
If you buy a stack of 2x4s and you measure one, or someone measures it, and they tell you how long it is, and then you confirm that, yeah, that's how long that is, do you have to measure every one of them? No, you don't. Because you already know how long they are. Okay?
Derived it, and how they got it. You can't even know the accuracy of it.
It's using, it's questioning the evidence, I guess.
That's what you need to do, yes.
And then with it.
It's like they question all evidence. They don't accept any evidence, but they'll accept something that has no evidence. That's weird.
Like explanations on how, if the evidence is accurate or not.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I did not turn that off. And, I mean, we can see it's been on the whole fucking time, right? I did not turn that off.
No, the evidence is what you see and experience. The mathematics and the stuff you put together, if it doesn't match it, there's only one thing you're going to be able to change.
See, the mathematics match because that's how we do the mathematics. We take the measurements, we do the observations, take the measurements, and then do the math. That's how shit works, man.
What?
You can lie about the evidence, or you can change what you believe was you've been taught through your mathematics and your measurements, which are clearly not right.
Hey Wesley, can I answer him real quick? They pre-assume the R value into your refraction. That's how they get their radius value in there. That's how they sneak it in.
No, they don't assume it. It's been measured, Roger. It's been measured. We don't assume anything.
Hey, just had to say that out loud. Sorry. Yeah, and we're not going to pre-assume we have a radius to begin with. That's pre-assuming your outcome. That's a really bad scientific method.
Good luck. Good thing we don't do that.
You take all the averages.
But you presume that the Earth is flat with no evidence or measurements. Why do you do that, Roger, if that's such a bad thing to do? If presuming the outcome is such a bad thing to do. Why do you do it?
And then you put it together. That's not hard to do, dude. First of all, you got to show me what refraction is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wear glasses? Does Roger wear glasses?
He's ever talking about show me the refraction formula. Jeez.
And isn't it unusual? Light only ever bends in one way, which is convenient for the ballers, rather than
No, they can bend things both either way, depending on what the refractive conditions are. You can have upward bending refraction. That's possible.
light bending in different ways, which it actually does.
Like diffraction and stuff like it goes in all different directions. Actually.
Exactly.
Why you get distorted images. I don't know what refraction is. I have no idea. I've never looked into it with Wesley. Sorry.
Then why are you arguing about it? If you don't know anything about it, why do you even say anything? Because you're trying to look smart for your dumb friends?
Go watch my show. I've done a show on refraction.
No, it's just, it's like the old ones when they start bringing up our values and quoting these throwaway quotes and just nipping them in all the time. And you go, hang on a minute. It's all reliant on this. How did you get it?
Yeah, when we get a black swan observation, they always go, what is it?
Which
Right, which is heavy refraction, which is extreme refraction.
Not black swans, they're more like the white swans. The black swans are when it actually matches something they claim. It's that bad these days.
No, that example of refraction is exactly predicted by the heliocentric model of refraction. 100%.
It really is. It's nuts. Right.
See, the problem is you idiots think that the Earth gets bigger physically. Actually physically, like in real life, increases in size. Because that's what your Flurf Daddy QE has said. That's sad. Sad.
It's like we're arguing with somebody who's not talking. He's in the back. I don't think Platts is here to let him in anyway.
Is he not?
No,
Who's in back?
It's Wesley.
I don't know him.
No, Wesley.
I guess it would depend on whether like the index increases or the.
Where did this index come from? And I've looked into
He's just been googling ChatGPT again.
I'm trying to remember the astrophysicist who actually did that whole paper on it right before Flat Earth picked up.
Oh,
the astrophysicist.
Yeah, I remember him.
It's not Muser.
No.
He started talking about gravity not being a force, so he knows it's going to come up.
Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. It was a while ago. Huh?
And QE's got a whole show on it, I think.
I know Nathan had probably mentioned it. I'll tell you, Anthony Riley had mentioned him straight away.
Mm-hmm. So they covered their bases before they got started in this. They knew what the debate was going to lead to.
Yeah.
They did the same with Samuel Robotham, too.
Yes, they did. They did.
Oh, they like to persecute these people.
Yeah, very much so. Especially when it starts to actually challenge all the people they've put on pedestals of being these great, knowledgeable people, these wonderful minds. Really?
Like Newton?
Well, these wonderful minds. Like Robotham?
At least Newton was honest in time because he said, do not attribute that to me. So, yeah, that's quite interesting. What's the Lawrence Krauses of the world and people like that?
Oh, they definitely have an atheist agenda. I get that.
Yeah.
The stars are the important.
Atheist agenda? So everybody who understands science and physics and astronomy and all the things that you don't like are all atheist agenda driven? Is that what you say? You fucking asshole. You really are an asshole, Roger. Of course you're the guy that called what's his name? Fuck. Final Experiment. Will Duffy, a demon. A pastor. Call him a demon. Because he doesn't believe in flat earth. So you're just a piece of shit, Roger. And I hope you get arrested for the scam you're pulling.
important thing. They're better.
I mean, does anybody believe Roger's going to take that money that he's been given and apply that to any kind of a trip to Antarctica? Does anybody believe that? That money's going to do nothing but go into his pocket? Because he's going to tell people, well, I didn't make the thing, so if you guys want the money back, I'll give it to you. I'll give the money back if you really want it. It'll be that, and then most of them who gave him the money are just gullible pieces of shit. Say, no, man, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and keep it. You deserve it, man. You're spreading the truth. Think maybe that's going to happen? Fucking hurt. Seen it so many times I could dance to it, man.
Better than angels. We're stardust. I heard a speech about it.
It was also quite interesting how they used to have major physics parties over at a particular.
No, he's not going to go because he knows what happens when he knows what will happen if he goes. If he streams the when he gets there, he knows what's going to happen. He will be castigated. He will be crucified by his cult, and he can't handle that. No, he's not going to go. He's a fucking coward. He had a chance to go. They all had a chance to go.
Island owned by a particular Epstein.
Oh no, they did.
Yeah, have you never heard about that?
I've heard physicists actually went out there. They had Neil deGrasse and Bill and everybody else.
Yeah, they used to have regular physics parties over there. Interesting, isn't it?
It's very interesting. No wonder they don't release that list.
Yeah, somebody in jail and none of the people that committed the crimes are supposed to be like, yeah, okay, that's no victims and no actual.
Yeah, what happened is that was in a minute and a half of video at the jail that got vanished. Just, have you looked at any of that?
Physics pals
for all kinds of stuff.
No.
Oh, he sucked at his job.
So we're gonna go up to where what's his name comes in.
She's 7/6.
Before they even.
It was like we were saying that it's not. He's not have to go to.
West actually in the thing. But standard refraction.
Damn it. Do they look something up? Oh wait, here he is.
Yeah.
Terrestrial refraction. Right, I'm gonna disappear.
Wesley popped in. Don't disappear on them yet. You want to share where they don't use the refraction in the calculator, Wesley?
No, I'd like for you to show what refraction value uses the R value, like Soundly said.
7/6R, standard terrestrial refraction that they use in the calculator. Next.
7/6R is the refraction value?
That's what they claim in the calculator, yeah.
Okay, but what does refraction use? When does refraction use the R value?
That's where it's based in. That's what they use.
Okay. So
that's the point. They're using an R value. Where did you get that value?
Okay, so you believe that value then?
No, I don't believe that value. It's your value. It's not my value.
So then, what is the value of refraction? Typical refraction on Earth.
It depends on what index you're going to be using, but I'm not an expert on refraction. I just know.
So then why are you bringing it up?
I'm bringing it up because I'm allowed to bring it up.
Okay, so then what refraction is there on Earth if you don't agree with that number?
Listen, hang on. Why are you bringing an R value up?
You did.
You've just come here about the R value. There's an R value in that 7/6, is there not?
Yes, I
is there an R value in that 7/6?
Why can't you let me answer?
Why can't you answer? What does the R stand for?
Radius.
Bingo.
There you go.
Okay, so what is your...
That's my argument, mate. My argument is, where did that R value come from? So, not interested in the other parts. Not interested in the other part. Where did the R value come from?
Or are you just going to talk over?
I don't care. I'm not interested. I've heard all your
bullshit. Oh, you're not interested. Before. Yeah, you ask questions you're not interested in.
No. I'm interested. Flurf. No, listen, dickhead.
Typical flurf.
No, typical dickhead, ignoring the question and deflecting. Ignoring the question, deflecting. The question was regards to the R value. Nothing else.
Right. The expression 7/6R is not a standard formula in optics, but likely refers to a calculation related to atmospheric refraction, especially in the context of surveying geodesy or calculating the distance to the horizon. Here's what the components likely mean. 7/6, this is a correction factor applied to the value to account for the bending of light in the atmosphere. R represents a radius, most likely the radius of the Earth. How the 7/6 R correction factor is used. In a standard atmosphere, the air is denser and colder closer to the ground, so light rays passing through it are bent slightly toward the Earth. This causes objects on or near the horizon to appear slightly higher than they would in a vacuum. To account for this effect in calculations. There you go. So, and it's sort of meaningless because no one really calculates the distance to the horizon. There's no need to do that. Absolutely none. So,
R value. Now you want to deflect into other things because you're a little scumball.
I mean, it's kind of the same as knowing Santa's favorite color. Doesn't mean anything.
Ask me where the R value was calculated. I answered, and you talked over me. Do you want to know? Do you want to know, Soundly, or not?
Look.
Where did you, no, hey, Roger, I'm talking to Soundly. Soundly, do you want to know where the R value came or not?
How did you measure it? Yeah.
Okay, are you going to let me answer or are you going to talk over me?
How did you measure it? Yeah.
Okay. It was taken through measurements and observations and
what measurements and observations? What measurements and observations?
One is Eratosthenes, which has been done thousands of times.
Right.
Wait,
so
no.
Was it no Atmo Day again?
What's that?
Was it no atmosphere day again?
Was it no atmosphere day?
Yeah.
Again?
Was it no Atmo Day?
The atmosphere causes the refraction.
Okay, how much refraction does it cause?
I want to know where you got the R value. Then.
I just told you.
Doesn't matter. I want to know.
Yes, it actually matters. Because when measuring an angle, like off the horizon, anything above 25 degrees above above horizontal, you don't have to calculate for refraction. And seeing as the sun was basically directly overhead, definitely don't have to calculate for refraction. So your whole argument is moot, dude. Your whole argument means absolutely nothing because refraction is not it's not affected by refraction coming with the light coming directly overhead. Sorry.
How you got the R value?
I just told you.
Well, you've not told me. You've just come up with some lines about Aristosthenes.
You don't understand Aristosthenes.
You can't even prove that Aristosthenes existed.
So? Who cares?
Oh, I don't need to prove that he existed.
The measurements are still valid.
You don't. Right, that's fine. So
look at you. Look at you getting all mad.
You don't
all mad about the question.
No, you're just a waste of time. I know what you like.
Then fucking leave. If he's a waste of time, why did you stick around?
You're getting angry.
Do all that. Listen, you can do all that you want. I ain't bothered, mate. I'm sick of idiots.
Yeah,
like
you don't like your worldview being proven false.
No, I'm just proving yours wrong. How did you measure the R value?
Yeah, they just do not like their worldview being proven wrong. That's it. He nailed it right on the head.
Value. Don't tell me Aristosthenes. He didn't measure the R value. Tell me how you measure the R value.
He did measure it.
Okay, walk us through it.
With trigonometry.
No, we didn't. It's already been debunked, that, mate, 1,000 times.
He didn't.
Okay, prove that, Tommy. Where's it been debunked?
He didn't. We debunked it by saying it didn't happen.
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
You can wait all you want. The emphasis was on you.
Oh, you can't answer it. Okay.
Yes, I can, but I'm not doing it. Stop deflecting away from the point. I'm going to ask you this one more time.
He can answer it, but he won't.
And that's it.
Go ahead.
How did you measure the R value?
Are you asking me personally?
Oh, how Aristosthenes did it. Walk us through how
Which is it? Which is it? Do you want to know how I did it or who people use it using the experiment?
It's not an experiment.
Come on, Soundly, answer the question, buddy.
It's not an experiment.
Yep. Typical.
I'm waiting for you to show it.
Love it.
He asked me a question. Was it myself or was it Aristosthenes?
Right now, Wesley, how did Aristosthenes get the R value of the entire Earth right now?
Because measuring the angle to the sun at a particular day.
And how do you get?
Dude, this has been explained to you, man. Why do you keep asking the same stupid questions? Why do you keep asking the same questions over and over and over again? Seriously.
The angle from a...
Are you going to let me answer?
And you keep asking the same questions and you keep denying the same answers. I mean, that's just clearly insanity. Yeah, exactly, exactly, Cygnus. We've done it more than once.
Are you going to let me answer? Or are you going to talk over me?
He's letting you answer, but you're waffling.
No, I am not waffling. You can tell by measuring the angle to the sun from 2 different locations on the same exact day.
You can do that from 2 different locations. Have you done this?
Who did it? You can.
Answer one question at a time. Ask one question at a time. Roger,
you're talking nonsense.
Oh, you don't like it, so it's not
nonsense. You're talking nonsense. I'm going to do exactly what you do. Just do exactly what you do.
Aww.
How did you get the R value?
Me or Eratosthenes people?
Whichever you want to bring up.
Okay, so I did it in high school when we did with sister schools on the equinox. We measured the angle to the sun.
You're lying.
What do you mean? Oh, so no. There's another example.
Yeah, exactly. I know that you're lying. I know that you're lying. And not only that.
How do you know?
Excuse me. Let me finish now. Let me finish. Are you going to carry on?
I know that you're lying because I said it.
How do you know? Where did I go?
God,
I'll be quiet. So you.
What a pathetic fuck. Listen to him.
When you've had enough, let me know when I can speak.
You keep talking over me, so it doesn't matter. Why do you run away when I say I did it in high school? You don't even know who I am, and you say, nuh-uh. That's perfect flirt.
Do not curve. You've come in on the personal attack.
Deflection.
Listen, you've come in. You are a liar. I know you're a liar. I know you're a liar.
Look at you deflect, subject to subject.
I'm not deflecting. Tell me how you got the value. You did not.
Stay on the topic.
Are you going to keep, tell me when you've finished with your little tantrum.
Okay, you start.
Finished with your little tantrum.
Little flirt.
Finished with your little tantrum, says the guy who's screaming at the top of his lungs.
Is that it? That's your best answer?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, but whatever you said for the last 30 seconds wasn't coming through if you said anything at all.
No, I was listening. I said, stay on one topic, Flurf, and I will go with you.
I'm not a flirt, by the way.
Deflect.
If you want to sit here and call me.
Yes, you're a flurf, Roger. You're absolutely a flurf. What are you fucking talking about?
I'm going to Stanley, Roger.
Liar. I'm not a flurf. Liar.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see if you can stay on the topic. Go for it.
Aww.
It's you. You've come in to prove 7/6R. You told us there was. Hang on. Your comments are the first of all. There's no R value involved in this. I've straight away. I proved there was an R value in it. Now, tell us how you get the R value. Your sticks and shadows doesn't work for it.
So no.
Not only that. Let me finish. Let me finish. Not only that, you didn't have a correct datum and an accurate datum to be able to even do that at the time you were claiming it was done.
How do you know?
So the high school you did the so-called experiment.
Stanley, how do you know?
I'm gonna put this
Stanley,
in.
how do you know? See, he can't answer. He's just
no. He's just jumping to conclusions. He doesn't have a clue. Didn't have a clue what that guy did in high school. He's just saying, "Yo, you're a liar." Just doesn't want to face reality.
the little flurf that has to deflect. Okay,
no, not a flurf. I am waiting for your answer
Roger,
on how
Roger,
you get the 7/6R. How did you get the R value?
Did you not understand the words before, or
you've
you
not
don't
answered?
Like those words?
You've not answered.
You don't like those words? Does your mommy keep coming in to talk to you? Is that why you have to mute?
Dude, he's a grown man. I promise you.
Oh, it doesn't sound like it.
No, it doesn't sound like it at all. It sounds like he's a fucking toddler.
He gets angry when he.
Excuse me. Listen. Like. Excuse me. Why are you bringing people's families into this now?
I don't know why you keep going on mute.
Why? Because I'm allowing you to speak, dickhead.
You didn't answer my questions.
I've answered them.
No, you haven't.
Okay. What is your refraction value? What do you believe the refraction is?
Right. That's not what you came in to do.
I love it. Right. Deflect.
Oh, so you won't answer. You told me that.
Pew, pew. It's like Wonder Woman with the bracelets. Just bullets. Just dodging bullets. Dodging questions.
No, I don't need to answer it. It's not my claim.
That is so classic.
Tell me when you're finished again, dickhead.
It's almost adorable. It really is.
Ask me a question, and then he goes, "That's not what we're talking about."
Well, first of all,
God,
you have never answered the question to begin with. How did you get your R value?
Fucking joke.
Right, do you want to make it very clear for you know what was asked?
I asked you.
No,
specifically, what is the
it's not what
refraction
you
on
asked
Earth?
me. It's what you came in here to address. So this is what the question was. How did you get the R value? The R value, they're in the side chat, you claim didn't exist and was not in the refraction calculation. When pushed, you finally admitted the radius was included in the 7/6 R. The simple question was, let me finish. Let me finish, dickhead.
Refraction doesn't
Listen,
have the
dickhead. Dickhead, let me finish. You're not going to let me finish, so let me know when you finish whining, you little bitch.
Yeah, I will. Refraction does not have the R value. If you're talking about on Earth doing long distance measurements, it isn't. But refraction by itself does not have the R value in it. Learn.
And I never claimed
Yeah,
it.
you said refraction has an R value in it.
No, I said the 7/6. Where did you get the R value from? Stop being selective, you dishonest little tramp.
Stop being selective. I see, just got insults. Just insults. Just a sad little pathetic man.
We're back to crickets again. All right.
What? Sorry, I didn't hear your question. He was on mute. Go ahead. What's the question?
Wes, you didn't hear the question.
Nope, I didn't.
You're saying that standard refraction doesn't have a 7/6 R value into it. We actually showed you the citation where it says it does.
You said refraction.
Pay attention.
The physics quantity.
Stop moving and deflecting and changing the goalposts. We was clearly talking about 7/6 R. That's what we were speaking about.
I agree.
The question was, how did you get
7/6 R?
The R value? The one you said didn't even come into it.
It's like watching a cartoon character. It's hilarious.
Okay, it was there. It was proven. You finally admitted it was a radius value, and now I'm asking you how you got that value.
Sure. One way you can do it is every 69 degrees is a 1 degree of latitude or longitude.
Exactly. That can't happen on a flat Earth.
Crickets. You don't have a comeback for that one?
Are you talking about the celestial?
Yes, with Polaris. Yes, drops 1 degree every 69 nautical miles. So.
No, I'm talking about the.
No, that's celestial. That's literally celestial. It's just like pointing your finger in the air.
That's celestial.
You don't think latitude lines?
You are one disingenuous little prick.
You don't think there's latitude or longitude lines on Earth? This guy doesn't believe in latitude and longitude.
No, you were deflecting from how you got the R value. How did you get the radius value?
I've given you 2 different methods you could get it.
You haven't.
You're not happy with either one?
How did they get the original R value?
Oh, moving the goalpost now.
Oh, it's what I've asked you from the beginning, you prick.
Well, they measured the Earth, and they determined the radius. That's how they do it.
No, you never said originally. How did I get the R value? We could do it multiple ways.
Which one do you mean there's been multiple R values, has there?
No, there's been multiple ways to calculate the R value, you silly goose.
Calculate.
Yes, there's been different values based on our level of technology, our accuracy. Yes, the value hadn't been exactly the same every time. Same way as if you try and measure the width of a human hair and use a fucking tape measure, you're going to get a different value than if you went and used one of these. So, right, if I try and measure this with a tape measure, I'm not going to be real precise. But then if I do this, I know for a fact that this thing is 0.04547 inches. So.
Wait, I didn't say calculate. I said measure.
Right. All measurements are calculated. They're all calculated, dude. All of them.
So you believe you have to take a tape measure to measure the radius of the Earth? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what they think, man. That's what they think.
No, that's what you've just come up with in your thick head.
No.
But all measurements are calculated. The only ones that I guess you could say aren't calculated are a direct measurement, like this one right here would be calculated. But it's actually, or be a direct measure, but it's actually calculated because in order to measure something that thick, you have to use gears between this hand and there's a what do you call it? It's a rack and pinion. So as you move this thing, it moves a gear along a rack, and moves a pinion gear, which transfers energy into another gear, which gears it down. So yeah, there's several calculations used to get that measurement. So, and even with a tape measure, when they make the tape measure, they have to calculate the length of the rubber template, their stamp. They have to calculate and measure the distance of that stamp. That becomes a calculation. See, they're calculating it and calibrating it for the stamp to stamp tape measures correctly. So to say that a calculation isn't a measurement is a very dumb thing to say.
No, I said calculate. You had a problem with the word calculate, you monster.
A monster. Okay, I can tell you how to calculate your R value if you want me to walk you through it, Wesley. You go to the
I already gave you two. Dick,
you go to the
Roger,
center of
I think you're Dick Wayne.
I can't remember the guy's name. He's an idiot.
Here,
Roger, I gave you two.
Measurement from a plane to there to the edge of your radius.
I gave you two.
No,
I gave you two.
How it's actually done.
I gave you 2 ways to measure it.
But those are very inaccurate.
I've just pointed
really?
out.
Roger, how accurate is yours? Go ahead, Roger. Tell me how accurate.
I didn't measure.
We don't have an R value.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't.
We don't have an R value. We've no need for an R value.
Okay, so how does refraction work on your Earth? What is the formula?
How about an F value? No one's measured the F value.
For it.
We don't need a formula. We just know what refraction is.
Hang on, you're deflecting. You've gone away from his. I want to say, you got your R value for your 7/6. Come on.
7/6 R value? What are you talking about? That's refraction, not the R value. You don't even know.
Again, deliberately being obtuse and
7/6 is the R value.
All you're doing is deflecting.
No,
You're just going away from it. You've not stated how they measured. How did they come up with that radius value? Come on.
I gave you 2 different ways.
And I've explained to you that the top one.
Eratosthenes, Al-Biruni, WGS 84, and I've given you ways that you can confirm their calculations, their measurements. So,
is your celestial? You can watch stars go down up to 15 degrees above the horizon. Yeah, correct.
No, sun.
Correct. No. And then you've got all the other stuff. Do you mean the sun? Hang on. You mean the sun that's always in its apparent position due to?
Hey, debatably.
Refraction? What was it? No Atmo Day?
What are you talking about?
Oh, in your model, the sun is.
Did Mommy come into the room again?
No, Mommy didn't come into the room again.
Okay, keep muting. It's really weird.
My mother's been dead for quite a while. So do you want to keep bringing that up, do you?
Yeah, that doesn't mean she can't come into your room.
Oh, right. That's just shows your level. Me and you ever meet, mate? Oh, there's a room. One potato peeler, because I will peel every bit of your skin off.
Come on, threaten, little flurf.
No, I'm not threatening.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I'm not threatening. He's naturally violent.
I'm not a flurf. You are just a complete and utter prick.
Yes, you are a flurf. You're an ignorant dipshit who thinks the earth is flat. That's a flurf.
You don't accept my ways of calculating.
You're not giving us anything. Yeah, you've drawn me into an argument I didn't want to be in, right? You've got me going off the other way. Well done, you. Well done. That's all you've managed to do. What you've not managed to do is actually answer how you got the R value.
Sure, Eratosthenes, or you can do.
No, that doesn't cut it. It doesn't work.
Well, then fuck off. You asked the question, he gave the answer. Fuck off.
Why doesn't it work? Tell me why it doesn't work. Go ahead.
Okay, you need to get
the sticks and shadows works just the same on a flat level plane.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you do get sticks and shadows on a flat level plane, but then the length of those shadows doesn't match reality, what we measure in real life. So.
And tell me how it doesn't work.
I've just told you, but you've not listened again.
Yeah, go ahead. Show me how it works only on a flat.
I'm waiting for him to quote Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's usually what they do. They usually quote Neil deGrasse Tyson and show a shortened video of him saying that. It can work either way on a flat Earth or a curved Earth. But then they don't play the rest of it, where he says, but if you add more than 2 points, you eliminate the possibility of a flat Earth.
It doesn't. How it works on a flat level plane.
I've explained to you what the celestial sphere is. I already told you about that.
Yeah, I don't think you know what the celestial sphere is. Really don't.
And I've told you what these things all actually work on a level surface.
No,
That's it.
they don't.
You didn't have a correct time and datum, and there was no way Aristophanes had that. In the same way as Aristophanes, the proof of him actually existing is, well, there isn't any proof of it.
Do you think that when they first calculated the refraction, standard refraction, was when Aristophanes was around? Is that what you think?
That's what you've just used as a standard to get the R value.
The radius.
Yes, yes. But I ask you a completely different question. Don't deflect.
Don't come and bring it. What the question was? The question was, how did you get the R value? I'm not deflecting you.
Again, it doesn't mean anything. It's a useless variable because when the sun's coming straight down, there's no refraction. The light is not being refracted when it's coming straight down.
You're moving the goalpost.
I mean, that much maybe.
This little weasel can disappear.
You have to run away. That's fine. If you can't logic it, it's fine.
Logic what, dude? I can tell you, in order to get an angle to begin with, you have to have a flat plane.
That's wrong. Have you ever, Roger?
You can't draw a radius. You can't do a tangent, dude. We don't play tangents here.
I know you don't.
Yeah, we don't mess around with shit that debunks us here.
That's because you're a flirt and you're dumb.
No, that's not a flirt. That's what reality is, dude.
No. Do you know calculus? Do you know calculus?
Calculus is
Calculus? Oh my God, he can't even multiply 6 times 4. What the fuck are you talking about there, Wesley?
Valid when it comes to it, dude.
Oh, is it?
How would he know calculus?
Why?
Okay,
tell me why. Is that because
calculus to actually build a railway?
Is that because Oakley? Is that because Oakley told you?
This is Roger. Okay, dude. So back the fuck up.
Yeah, you cite the only thing you know about anything is what you've learned from Oakley, man. That's all you know.
Just about 2 steps.
Why can't you take angles from a curved surface? Go ahead, tell me.
You're getting an angle to a point.
Why can't you take an angle from a curved surface?
Because your angle will be off later on, dude.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
What?
Show me. Your next point.
Show me.
So in order to connect 2 points,
okay,
they're not going to be level.
Okay, then if that's what you're saying,
level is curved.
Okay, then that's simple trigonometry to tell me how high the sun is. Go ahead.
You don't know how high the sun is. As a matter of fact, the sun's refracted.
Yeah, you can measure how high the sun is with trigonometry, with triangulation, right? You can see it in the sky, right?
If you know the distance and it's flat,
you had to push it back and push it back and push it back, and they still keep the same radius.
We're not talking about me now. Let's talk about Roger and his flat Earth. Okay, go ahead. Tell me why you can't tell me how high it is the sun if you know.
Let's see. Did you hear me letting Roger and his sycophants have about a... I don't know. I don't know if I did or not. I'm sorry.
You know the flat baseline, you know the length, and you know the angle. Tell me why you can't do that.
Because there's several different other factors. We don't know.
Go ahead. Which ones?
We don't know what actual the sun's makeup is, for one.
You don't need to know its makeup to see it in the sky, to measure an angle to it, Roger. You don't. You don't need to know. Sorry.
That doesn't matter.
A nuclear furnace in the middle.
You don't need to know that, Roger. Stop gish galloping.
So in the beginning, God made a nuclear furnace in a vacuum.
No. That's not what happened in reality.
See, you're deflecting away.
No, I'm not deflecting away from anything. I'm just telling you, and I don't know what medium it's in. I don't know.
You don't need to know. You don't need.
It's in space. It's in space, Roger. You don't know that? It's sad that they don't know that.
You know.
Yeah, you really do. In the scientific method, you need to know what's causing the light to do what it does.
No, you don't need to know where light comes from to measure it, Roger. You don't. See, we can measure light from a flashlight as well as from a laser. We don't care what they are. We don't care what produced them. We can measure them.
Scientific method. Okay,
I don't need to know what a laser wanted for Christmas last year to measure it. I don't need to know anything about it.
But you have a very simple triangle in your flat Earth map. You know the distance to the GP of the sun, and you know the angle to the sun.
The angle to the sun. Yeah, you got a triangle. Yeah, we got it, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so determine the height.
The height? Well, you got to have a reference, don't you?
No, you don't. You don't know how to do trigonometry.
No. The only reference you need is an angle to it and the distance from its ground position. That's all you need.
You have an angle, and you have the closest side, the adjacent
I'm
side.
not going to pre-assume a height to something I can't measure.
You don't pre-assume it.
Yeah,
you calculate it. You moron.
You don't presume it. That's exactly what Wesley said. You measure to it. If you've got 2 + 2 and you write down 4, did you presume 4, or did you add them up, add 2 + 2 up and get a result?
Yes, that's a pre-assumption. That's just a really.
What's a pre-assumption? Calculations are pre-assumptions.
Okay, I'll give you another pre-assumption that your side.
No, stay on the topic, Roger. Stop running away.
This is the topic. The size of Venus relative to the sun is how you.
That has nothing to do with the topic, Roger. You're deflecting.
Calculated your distance, dude.
Nope.
All right. They don't know how far.
Go ahead,
Venus
Roger.
is. They don't know the
you
size
have a
of Venus.
you have a right triangle. You have the GP point of the sun. You know how far away that is from you because you can measure it, and you have an angle to the sun. Why can't you get the height?
Well, we're working on that actually.
We're working on that actually. No, you're not, Roger. You're lying. You're a liar, Roger.
No, we are actually.
You've had 10 years, man. 10 years.
You've known it for thousands of years. What are you talking about?
Thousands of years. When did the heliocentric model come out? From who?
We're talking about your model. We're talking about your model.
Yes, that is Alpha Phoenix. Yes, it is.
Model, buddy.
You were saying you were talking about your radius value to start with.
No, I'm talking about why can't you determine how high the sun is? Go ahead.
Why? How can I tell you how high the sun is? I don't know.
Yeah, you know the base of the triangle and you know the angle of the right triangle. So you should eat. It's an easy calculation. I know you don't know it because.
By the way, even in your model, they say it's an apparent position.
I'm talking about your model.
No, it is in an apparent position, but where it is not apparent. Where you're seeing it is exactly where you're going to measure it, Roger. You got someone on the ground with a walkie-talkie, right, or a phone. You can use phone now because talk's cheap. And he says, okay, tell me when the sun is directly overhead. And you know that he is 1,000 miles from you. And he tells you, okay, right now, you measure it. Apparent position has absolutely nothing to do with it, Roger. Nothing. Absolutely nothing to do with it.
Topic, Roger.
Either
I know it's hard for you, little
apparent
flirt.
positions, dude. They're both apparent positions.
Okay,
I believe there's a dome
you
between
can
us
still
and
get
the
the apparent
sun.
height.
So, shut up, Wesley. Hear me out.
Aw, little boy
There's
can't
an
take
infinite
it.
angle where the sun actually meets the dome, which won't give you the actual.
The sun meets
There's no dome, Roger. There's no dome.
the dome.
Yes.
Why? Where's the sun? Is the sun in the
If you want
dome?
to go there, if you want to be a Christian boy, then read the Bible.
Christian boy.
The Bible doesn't say the sun is in a dome, dipshit. Sorry. Your Bible doesn't say the earth is flat.
The guy that doesn't go to church because he thinks all churches are from the government. You absolute moron.
I didn't say all churches were from the government.
Yeah, you did. That's why you don't
The churches
go.
I've been to are registered with the government, and they don't fight any of the narratives. They don't.
Right. They register with the system so they don't have to pay taxes. That's how a church is registered with the government. It's just for tax purposes. Except, well, some MAGA churches might be actually registering with the government. But, yeah, normally a church that isn't politically biased like that, now they register with the government to get a tax number so they don't have to pay taxes, Roger. See, that's what that is. It's nothing nefarious. It's not the church being a government agent. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, Roger, how did it feel yesterday when you were saying that God didn't create time but humans did, but then Flatch just came out and said you're completely wrong? How'd that feel?
Did he? Did Flash say that?
Yeah, he corrected you. He said, Roger, it's in the first.
No, he talked about times and seasons with the stars. That has nothing to do with them.
How'd that feel?
Mathematical count, dude. No, it didn't feel bad at all, dude. I'm fine.
You find that he corrected you and didn't let you talk to me because he knew you were talking wrong about the Bible?
No, the Bible doesn't give you a date and time.
Yeah, it gives you days. He divided it into days.
Yeah, what about it? Yeah, I don't feel bad at all, dude.
But you said God didn't create time.
That's not the time I was talking about. I was talking about. I'm looking at the clock on the wall over here. That's what I'm talking about. The one that's made by man.
Yes, clocks are made by man. Yes. Man quantifies time.
You think the clock on your wall is time?
No, that's how you measure time, dude.
Okay, so time wasn't created by man.
That's the measurement of time, and it was made by man.
No, God measured a day. You're wrong.
God measured a day. Yeah, but we measured that day.
Okay, but God measures a day, which is a form of time. How is this hard to understand?
Made the light that make day and night. That's all.
Okay, so again, real simple.
What does that got to do with the topic, dude? You're way off. Like,
I know, because it's so you do it too.
No, I don't.
Right, so tell me.
I told you exactly. I can't scientifically prove what the sun is, how far it is.
I know I can't measure it. So I'm not.
Right. That's why you measure it. You know, if you can't prove how far it is, you measure it, and then you can prove how far it is. See, there's a very easy way to do it, Roger. You go to 45 degrees north latitude, and you look up at Polaris, and you see it at a 45-degree angle. Simple trigonometry. If the angle that you're looking up at something is 45 degrees, then however far you are away from it, that's how high it is up off the ground, Roger. So if you're 3,959 miles away from the North Pole, where that's the ground position of Polaris, and you measure Polaris at 45 degrees, then Polaris is 3,959 miles high off the Earth. That's simple trigonometry. So, but let's say you go to the equator. Why does Polaris drop to the equator? Or drop to the horizon? Roger. Why? Because you look at it, it's dead on with your eyesight, which would mean that Polaris on a flat Earth would have to be 6 feet off the ground. It would have to be this high off the ground. Of course, you go further than that, and it goes below the horizon. So it would have to be below your eyesight, below your line of sight, your horizontal line of sight. So that would mean that it's below, it's underground. See, the flat Earth doesn't work, Roger, because the angles you would measure on a flat Earth do not match the angles you measure in reality. See, if you, on a flat Earth, if you go to the equator, Polaris is about 25 degrees above the horizon on a flat Earth. So it doesn't match reality, Roger.
Go ahead. Give me your measurement and explain how you got to that point.
The measurement to the sun?
Perspective,
radar.
Yeah.
Radar. So they measured 93 million miles of radar.
Yeah, you know what's interesting?
Object we're actually moving away from at the same time.
Yep.
How do
you know,
radar measurement
just
back?
like poker, or just like pool works.
Experiment. They don't actually measure what the actual physical.
Okay, here's a question for you. When you were doing the satellites, like you talked about yesterday,
you think satellites are real, don't you?
No, the satellite dishes. You don't believe in satellite dishes?
Yes, satellites are real.
You don't believe in satellite
dishes?
How come there's no balloons anywhere in the sky, but yet all the satellite dishes point up toward the sky? Why don't they point to like something on Earth, like more horizontally inclined?
Yeah, I think it's satellites is a government hoax.
Okay, so where are the
government hoax that brings us hockey and football and comedy and movies and the internet, telephone? It's just a hoax, right?
The satellite dishes pointing up to?
Pointing up to, dude, satellite dishes don't really point up that far at all.
What? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
They point to the horizon almost.
No, they point like that direction, man. And the closer to the right, the closer to the equator you get, Roger, the more they point straight up, because that's where the satellites are. The ones for like before Elon came around, all the satellites were basically in geocentric orbit around the Earth. So
No, they don't.
Dude. Yeah, dude. I used
What
to
angle? What angle did you set your dishes at? Then you were the installer. Come
25
on.
degrees or so.
5 degrees.
Oh, 25, dude. Pay attention.
Okay, so what is it pointing at?
The towers. It's receiving a signal. It's an antenna.
25 degrees up. Looking at a tower. Do you have any towers near you, Roger? That would be 25 degrees up.
But you couldn't see the tower from where you were? At 25 degrees, you better be able to see that tower.
Have you ever installed a satellite dish, Wesley?
No, but I am an electrical engineer, so go ahead, explain it to me. Where is the tower?
Electrical engineers deal with satellites?
Yes. Do you know that we deal with...
Electrical engineers design satellites. You dumb fuck. Who do you think designs the electronics that goes into a fucking satellite, moron?
What part of satellites do you deal with? What
we
do you
deal
work
with
for
radio...
There's a
Slow down,
company
buddy.
right here who actually builds satellites.
Slow down, Roger.
Slow down to what?
Electrical engineering deals exactly with radio waves. Do you not understand that?
Okay, what about radio waves?
Do you know that's how satellites
about them?
Satellites work? Radio waves?
They do.
You don't know? As an installer, what do they use?
Oh, they use different frequencies. Yeah, radio frequencies. Actually.
so I was right.
Yeah, radio waves.
So when was the last time you installed a radio?
When's the...
Oh my God. He doesn't think that Jesus Christ, he doesn't think that satellites use radio waves. Okay.
When's the last time you understood the theory behind it?
Theory? I went with facts. I don't need theories.
Yes, that's how we came up with this technology. Okay, again, where are those satellites?
Last time you built anything?
Yeah, they don't know what a theory is. They think a theory is just an idea. And which is I guess the layman definition of theory, the colloquial definition, but it's not the scientific definition of a theory. They get that wrong every time.
In the industry, what do you do?
Where are those satellites?
I want to know your qualifications. I'll tell you where.
So you're deflecting. Okay.
No, I'm not deflecting. I'm going to tell you right now. But it's a radio signal. Any antenna can pick these up.
Oh, okay.
That
Why are they?
Satellites at all.
You know that
any antenna can pick those waves up. You sure about that? So they don't have different types of antennas and different wavelengths of antennas for different types of radio waves? God damn it. See, Roger just so much wants to be a smart boy, but he's just incapable of it.
You know that satellite dishes are unidirectional, not omnidirectional?
Mm-hmm. What about it?
So they have to be pointed at where the signal is coming from.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay, so where is that source? At 25 degrees from the ground, where is that source?
It depends on what they're pointing at.
Okay, where would it be? 25 degrees pointed upward.
Well, the ones in the Carolinas where I saw everything above that point, there's mountain ranges for that part.
The mountain ranges were at 25 degrees.
Yeah, and you know how radio signals
answer my question.
No,
25 degrees? Were the mountains at 25 degrees from where you were?
Oh, I guarantee you they were.
Okay. What about in the Great Plains, where I live?
Do you have a satellite?
My neighbors do, satellite dishes, and they're pointed at 45 degrees.
45?
Yep.
Okay.
Closer to 40, but near 45. So what are they pointed at? Where's the source?
Are they looking for a certain frequency when they point those satellites up?
Of course.
Of course. And if that frequency is broadcast at that level across the plane, they would actually pick it up, wouldn't they?
No, it wouldn't. See, a satellite, it's like a tube. It's like if you take a paper towel tube, right, and you hold it up to your eye and you look up at 25 and you close the other eye, so all you can see is through that tube. Can you see anybody down here? No, you can't, can you?
Omni or unidirectional. So where are they pointed at?
Okay, explain what unidirectional is. Right, quick, go ahead.
You don't know what unidirectional means, and you're a satellite installer.
I did do satellite installations, yes.
So you don't know what a unidirectional antenna is?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a clue.
I kind of do. Yeah.
Okay, what is it then?
You have to actually find that degree to where that...
Well, see, a satellite's like a scoop. The dish is like a scoop, and it just scoops up all the stuff all in the air. That's what Roger thinks.
broadcast is coming from.
That's pretty good. That's actually really good, Roger. Okay, so they are pointed in specific direction. What are they pointed at?
Okay, I don't know. Good day. It depends on where they are.
Where could it be at 40 degrees above the ground?
40 degrees. Exactly 40 degrees. Pointing what direction?
40 degrees south, but 40 degrees from it's directly south, pointed 40 degrees from the horizon up.
And how much power do you have in this signal?
Doesn't matter.
It does actually. That's how far it can actually go.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter the direction anymore.
Yeah, it depends on what they're pointing at. How far away is the nearest?
Right. It doesn't matter on the direction. Doesn't matter on the intensity or the power.
Yeah, that's why I was asking how far could it came from in the south. What part of the south are you in?
I didn't. Did I say I was in the south?
Are you? You said you're in the Midwest, right?
Is that the south?
Yeah, but they're south part of the Midwest. Like it could be Arkansas.
Okay, so where are the satellites pointed out that are pointed 40 degrees up in the air and there's nothing around?
Okay, so you can go out right now and show me your satellite pointed at 40 degrees because I didn't understand one pointed quite so high.
You installed satellites and you don't think they could get up to 40 degrees?
Well, some of the larger channels back in the day, like the Christian networks, actually they were pretty close to that, like 30 to 40 degrees around there.
Okay, what were they pointed at?
That's over a long distance with a very large antenna.
What were they pointed at?
No, I'm not really sure, but we were in the Piedmont.
Satellites. That's what they're pointed at. That's why.
Okay. Sure.
That's why when clouds go over and storms go over, they have interference. You should know this as a satellite installer. Do you know this?
Yes, snow actually is worse, especially when it covers the dish because it doesn't get.
Yes, but,
the clouds that were above it didn't affect the signal.
That doesn't help it. That doesn't help us in our discussion.
Clouds above don't affect the signal? Are you sure about that?
Clouds that are.
I got clouds right now, and I got a neighbor who has a direct TV system, and they get TV. Clouds don't really deflect it that much at all.
I know they do some, and thunderstorms do a lot.
Well, that would affect any signal broadcast across the vast plain.
Yeah, but it affects satellite dishes more than it does radio dishes. Why?
Satellite on a higher frequency level, I think.
Wow.
Okay, so what's your point?
The point is, it's easier to deflect the signals.
It's a fair answer. If you don't know where your satellite dishes are pointed to, that's fine. We do.
Yeah, well, let's go with the physics of it. I mean, how do they get the satellites into orbit to begin with? Let's go to
on a fucking rocket, man. On a fucking rocket.
So now you're deflecting.
No, we're not.
So your answer.
He's deflecting to rockets that can't work in space because space is a violation of the second law of thermodynamics. So
they can broadcast broadband high frequency over a mountain range into a plane.
All I want to make sure is that you, as a satellite installer, don't know what a satellite dish is pointed at, other than a signal. But you don't know what the source of that signal is, even though you were a satellite.
I want you to show me the signal. Show me the source of the signal.
So you don't know, right?
You don't know neither.
Yeah, I do.
No, you assume.
You don't know neither. See, that's what dumb people say, Roger. That's what dumb people say. Because dumb people base everyone's intellect on their own. So you don't know. And because you don't know, that means nobody else could possibly know.
No, I studied this. I worked under
what satellites are going over your location right now? What geocentric satellites are up near you? Which one?
Don't know. We can look it up, though.
Go ahead, look them up.
I don't want to. I'm on the phone.
Oh, nah, come on.
What would that help?
This whole thing really cracks me up. So, apparently there's been another assassination attempt on Trump because they found what they say is a hunting blind near where his plane sometimes lands. So, because Don and Eric built a shitty treehouse, they think it's an assassination attempt. I think that's funny.
Satellites too. I know which ones are up there to a point, supposedly.
Okay, good. Then you believe in satellites?
No, I don't believe in them. I don't.
Iridium flares. Yeah, or God. God does it.
Could it be? I heard somebody else. I heard somebody else say that it was reflecting off the dome. Do you believe that?
That'd be really hard to do, probably.
But could you do it?
I think the dome's probably pretty close to 12,000 miles above the strata. So
12,000 miles.
The strata.
12. Yeah.
You think the dome is? You think it's
above the strata? Which strata? Which strata? See what you said. What you said just then, Roger, is above the layer. Above the layer. That's what a strata is. It's a layer. So, but if you say stratosphere, that's a specific layer.
13 in Antarctica, but 12,000 miles here.
Above the strata. Yeah. Around there.
But the 13-mile dome in Antarctica is well below the strata.
No, that's where the dome meets.
Where?
Around the Antarctic Circle. Yeah.
Okay, how come nobody's ever run into it?
Nobody's allowed to.
Nobody's allowed to get near it. It's being protected by, you saw the guys in the video. All those runners. Nobody's allowed to go there. What? You don't have a girlfriend? Yeah, I do. She lives in France, so you can't see her. Nobody's allowed to see her because she's in France.
What are you talking about?
There were people that went down and.
You're planning a trip to go down there. What do you mean you aren't allowed?
I would love to. Yeah, if they let me go, I will go look.
So people are.
Yes, please go look for the dome in Antarctica. Please do that, Roger.
No, they're not.
What, you're planning a trip to go there right now. What are you talking about?
They're not. I'm not allowed to go out and look for the dome. I promise you. They're not gonna cut me loose and go. Oh, here, go find the dome.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can go. If you don't want to be restrained, I wouldn't tell them that. Like when you tell them your plans, you probably have to tell someone down there your plans, so that they know where to look in case you don't come back. You probably have to give an itinerary. I wouldn't put on that itinerary going to look for the dome that covers the flat Earth, or they will probably detain you. Probably will not let you go out because you're obviously insane, and they don't want you going out risking your life for something that doesn't fucking exist.
Who? When? Where?
Who says you can't? Who says you can't? Show me the source where you says you can't. Because I've never seen anyone say that you can't go look for the dome in Antarctica.
Everybody that I know that go down there said they don't believe in it and they're not going to go look for it.
Well, Eric Dubé said nobody could go to Antarctica too, so that's been proven wrong.
No, he said nobody is allowed to freely explore Antarctica.
No, he also said
you can freely explore. No one kept anybody from freely exploring, man. No, that's another myth. It's another excuse that you guys give.
You couldn't go below the 60th.
He also says there's penguin tours and other things you can go on down there with permission.
He didn't used to say that. That's one of his proofs.
No, he actually said no one freely to explore it, and we've looked into the Antarctic Treaty.
No, in his 200 proofs, he flatly said that the agreement doesn't allow people to go to below 63 south.
Yeah.
We'll go get his proofs. We'll pull them up.
Yeah, it's exactly what he said. Now you're going back on that? You're gaslighting us on that?
No, you can research it. I've already done that. If you don't know, that's fine.
Dude, it's not nothing to do with that at all. But
it's nothing to do with that at all. Okay. No, but you appeal to Eric Dubé.
If I go down there and I said, hey, I'm going to go look for the dome now.
I love how their convictions have evolved.
I'm going to go down below the 90th parallel and see if I can find the dome. You think they're going to let me just walk off?
90th parallel. What? A 90th parallel. What would the 90th parallel be, Roger? What would that? It's not parallel to anything. It's a point. A point isn't parallel.
If it's unsafe, they probably won't. But if you plan out a good route,
excuse. Are they going to walk me down there and actually look for it and explore for it?
Hey, Roger.
Yeah. Tell them you're going. I'm going to go below the 90th parallel. Tell them that.
You think you can? You think you can plan a safe trip in Antarctica, but you can't even determine when a Antarctic logistics company opens? I don't think it's possible.
They don't even know. You didn't even know where the fucking South Pole is. You doesn't have a fucking clue.
You don't have that level of knowledge.
You have to figure out when they're open. That has nothing to do with me exploring.
Yeah, it means you don't have the intellect to do complicated.
I don't have the intellect. Oh my god, dude.
Right, exactly.
No, you don't have the intellect. You don't know what 6 times 4 is. You don't have the intellect, Roger.
You're very biased, dude.
Biased? How is that biased? How is that biased?
You're saying I'm an idiot, basically. You're saying that, and you basically.
I'm not saying you're. I never said you were an idiot. I said you've shown us that you can't figure out when an Antarctic logistics company opens, and you can't figure out pricing.
How did I show you that?
Website.
Because I'm on a time schedule of my own, and I only have certain times when I can.
So you can't spend 2 minutes to look it up, but you spend 20 minutes trying to call them on 3 different days. That makes a lot of sense, buddy.
I've talked to them live.
That's called not having intellect. When you spend more time trying to call them instead of looking up when they open.
Why would I care when they open? As long as I get hold of them.
Why would you care when they open? Because you're calling to talk to someone, man. What are you? Jesus Christ. Why do I care when they're open? Because you're calling them to ask about information.
I talked to them. What are you talking about? You tried calling them in 3 different live streams.
Wesley,
when they were closed.
Wesley,
when they were closed.
I talked to them in person. Talked to the owner, dude.
When they were closed, you tried to call the main office.
Yeah, but I called them again after the fact when I found out when they were open.
And then you whined because they weren't open for you.
But why didn't you just look up the times when they were open instead of spending 3 live streams trying to call them?
Dude, I'm going to do more live stream calling them. I've talked.
How come? Don't deflect. How come you spent 3 live streams? How come you spent 3 live streams trying to call them? Huh?
I didn't realize what time it was here.
you don't realize what time it is in Colorado.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Central Mountain Time, right?
Yeah, dude. You know how busy my day is?
It's Central Mountain Time, right? You can't be that busy because you spend hours streaming or going on other people's streams.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I work too on top of that, and I watch my grandkids.
So if you're why did you waste 3 streams? Why did you waste 3 streams calling a company when it was closed? Why did you waste 3 streams calling a company when it's closed?
I didn't waste them. They did not waste them.
What do you mean? Did they answer the phone or did you get a voicemail?
Go back and watch the streams. I actually talked to them in 2 different occasions on the stream.
No. The first 3 times you got their voicemail because they were closed.
I left them a message.
Okay, but
I called them at the same time, and I actually got answers before. But when I was
no, you were told all the times on those streams that they were closed, but you continue to do it at the same time. It was the 3rd time that finally somebody told you they weren't open until a time, which is right on their website. How hard is this?
I wasn't going to their website.
I know. So instead, you spent 3 streams trying to call them when they weren't open. How does that make sense? This is the intellect I'm talking about.
They have a voice message, and they never called me back.
It doesn't matter. You tried calling them 3 times off hours, thinking you were going to get a live person. How dumb is that?
I called one of them. I called their number at 7:00 p.m. here one time, and actually had an answer.
Okay, but the 3 previous times you called at the wrong time.
That was before those other times. I actually called and talked to the owner.
Okay, but you weren't talking to the owner. You were calling
he was in Australia. He picked up the phone, talked to me.
And why were you calling them, Roger?
To see what kind of trip I could actually schedule in Antarctica.
Oh, which was right on their front page of their website.
Yeah, I'm not going to take one of their pre-made tours. That's the difference.
That's all that they offer, unless you're going to pay. So
actually, he could do me like he did Duffy, but he'd rather not.
You're gonna pay extra for a custom trip when you can't even afford the regular trips.
It's not me paying for
it. Who's paying for it?
Community.
Yeah, but you only have $4,000 raised, and the minimum trip was like $20,000. So you didn't have enough money.
Now that could have been remedied a long time ago if they put me on the TFE website with my GoFundMe.
Oh, buddy. Dude, yep. Critical Think couldn't even raise enough money. He's got way more subscribers than you do.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about on the TFE website.
Critical Think was on TFE's website. How do you not get this?
Okay, so he didn't even bother to put me on it, but he said he would.
How do you think you were going to raise money if Critical Think couldn't even do it and he had way more subscribers than you?
Our community that actually do have money.
How do you think you were going to raise more money than Critical Think?
Did Critical Think go?
Then why haven't you raised the money already, Roger? If there's people in your community that can give you the money, why haven't you gotten the money yet?
Yes.
How do you do it?
He didn't have enough money. He's been doing fundraisers after the time.
Debt?
What?
He's in debt for it?
Yes.
He took out a loan to get down there.
Yes.
That's on him. I'm not going to do that.
I understand. So how do you think that you were going to raise the money if he couldn't?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know a lot of things.
No, it's not. No, I don't know how else he would have done it. That was a lot of things. I don't know a lot. See, you
don't know a lot. And you're a satellite installer. You don't know a lot. This is perfect, man.
So you're saying I didn't install satellites?
No, you don't even know what the satellite dishes are pointed at.
Yeah, but there's several different explanations you can get for it.
Okay, give me one good one.
One good one. A broadband signal that's broadcast from that point across that area.
From what point?
Depends.
40 degrees up in the sky where there's no tower.
They're all pointed up. So beyond that point from when you're looking at on that horizon that you're looking at, right?
40 degrees up in the air.
They aren't looking at the horizon, Roger. They're looking above the horizon. They're looking above, and there's nothing in the way. There's nothing out there, dude.
It's 40 degrees up, so that signal can be brought at that level.
No, it's not at the 40 degree. It's 40 degrees from where you're standing. There's no tower big enough that you can't see that's 40 degrees away from you if you can't see it.
So you're saying that there's not can be a signal broadcast from that at all?
What would it be broadcast from other than a satellite?
Satellites don't broadcast signals, dude.
Oh my!
No,
Where does satellite TV get its signal from?
They usually ground dishes.
No, that's 100%
Satellites don't broadcast signals.
incorrect.
Okay, so I'll give you this. Here you go.
So give me
Wow.
one example.
I'll take you to a broadcast station, and I'll show you what they broadcast from.
How about a TV? How about a satellite dish? Where does it get a signal from?
Yeah, you want to go with the TV? Yeah, that's a better example. TV
yeah, for your satellite TV. Go ahead. Where does satellite TV get its source
I'm
from?
talking about TV. How is
I know that. I know that. That's not the problem. Satellites are the problem for you.
They are?
Yeah. Where's the source for the satellite dish?
I'm telling you.
See, I mean, TVs get a signal from a tower. That's on Earth. That's why a TV antenna is horizontal, aiming out this way. But see, with a satellite dish, it's aimed up like that.
It's an antenna, dude.
Where is it?
That's a good question.
The satellite dish installer has no idea. The guy that calls ALE has no idea when it opens. The guy that can't go on the website to see how much a trip costs. He raises $4,000.
You're going to add on me.
Those are not ad homs. How are those ad homs?
Like I can't look up a time on a website.
You didn't? Did you? Did you?
Did I get a hold of them? Wesley?
Did you look up?
Did I get a hold of them or not? Did I get a hold of the company?
Yes, after 3 live streams. So did you? Did you look it up?
No, I got a hold of them before those live
3
streams. I talked to Peter before those live streams.
Did you look it up on a website, or did you spend 3 days streaming calls that didn't get through because you were calling at the wrong time? Which one?
I called at the wrong time, man.
Yeah, three different days. So instead of spending 3 minutes looking at it,
I'm an idiot, right? I couldn't figure that out.
I would consider that not very smart. Yes, a waste of time.
Not very smart. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You spent 3 hours calling people that were not there when you could have spent 3 minutes looking it up. Yes, that is not smart.
The fact of the matter is, I was expecting a call back from them and never got one.
Then why'd you call them?
To find out when and how.
Shouldn't you call them when they're open then? That would probably be a good move, right?
And?
Why didn't you call them when
they
were
have
open?
my message on their machine? Why don't they call me back?
I don't know.
See, that's not on them to call you, dude. If you want the information, you have to call them. You have to contact them. It doesn't fall on them to return your call. They're under absolutely no obligation to return your call. But you want the information they have. See, the problem, what he did was he knew that they weren't open, and he called, and since they didn't return his call, well, that they don't want me to go. They're just part of the conspiracy. They don't want me to go so they didn't return my call.
But why are you calling them on off hours? Why are you live
It's all part of the game.
streaming a call into a voicemail?
Why not?
Why, no, I'm asking you why.
I'm not making it for record, dude.
Oh, because you're super busy. That's why. You said you're super busy, so why would you waste your time live streaming a call into a voicemail when you said you were going to talk to them?
I'm actually doing that for posterity, so I'm actually making the call that's on record.
How's that posterity? Not looking up when they're open.
If I actually attempted to get a hold of them, and if I actually did get a hold of them, I could record it at the time.
See, Roger, this is why I don't think you could plan a safe trip to go look for the dome.
I mean, yeah, I really couldn't. How could I not?
No, you couldn't.
Roger couldn't plan a safe trip to the toilet.
Explain to me how couldn't.
How would you live stream from down there?
How about live stream? Well, actually, they have Wi-Fi down there that you can actually use.
No, not where.
They actually do. They really do. I looked into it. The stations down there actually have their.
I know, but is the dome at the stations?
They won't let you use it.
Is the dome at the stations?
Right, because the bandwidth costs money, and they don't want someone hogging the bandwidth for their fucking live streams, man.
Come on, Roger.
It's probably beyond that point. What do you think?
It's out of the reach of the Wi-Fi. So what would you have to use? What would you use?
The whole point is I'm going down to witness a so-called midnight sun in Antarctica.
Yeah, and live stream it. How are you going to live stream it?
Well, I can actually at that base, if they let me use their Wi-Fi.
So you think that the dome is at the base?
No, it's not. I'm not talking about a dome. I'm talking about the midnight sun.
Okay, but you said you were going to go down and look at the sun.
Yeah, and live stream it like they should have done for us.
How would
Again, I really honestly, I mean, I sincerely hope he gets the money and he goes. I sincerely hope he goes. So he will get treated by his only friends the way he treated everyone else. The way he treated the people of TFE. Namely the flat earthers, Witsit and Jaron. I want him to get treated as badly as he treated them. I mean, you might want to rethink your shit, Roger. You might want to give all the money back because you will be completely alone.
How would you do it?
I would take a camera.
No, how would you get internet down there?
Well, they have internet down there.
Do you know if it's enough to live stream from?
Yeah, it is. But they literally won't let the public use it.
Okay, so then how are you going to do it?
Well, I want to petition them and see if they'll let me do it.
Okay, and how do you know they have enough bandwidth for you to live stream down there?
I don't need
And Roger, what are you going to think of someone who tells you that you didn't really go? You're lying. You're faking it. How are you going to react to that? How are you going to feel about that? Going to feel pretty angry, right? That they have the fucking nerve to question someone who's been there, right?
need that much.
How much do you need?
We will never fucking hear from him again. He will completely go into hiding. He will not be on the internet ever again. He will fall off the face of the earth.
I have to keep the signal going while I do the broadcast.
Yeah. How much do you need?
I have to.
He will have a live stream scheduled, and then he will see that he's seeing the 24-hour sun, and that video will that stream will never happen.
Yeah, I don't know. So you're not prepared at all.
Yeah,
okay.
No, but the thing is, I have a year to do this.
And how come your GoFundMe was only for like $6,000 or $8,000?
You didn't read it, dude. I did it in quadrants.
Why? Okay,
Did it in quadrants.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, wait a minute. Shut up.
Why would you do it in quadrants? Go ahead. Explain it to me.
Because when I set the 40,000 up, they said it was best to do this in quarters. This is the recommendation of GoFundMe. This is what they said. I said, okay. This is what they offered me to do. So I do it.
Why would you do it? Why would you do it in quadrants?
Ask them. This is just their idea. It's a better way to not overwhelm people with your huge GoFundMe.
Okay, so in quadrants, why did you only ask for 6,000?
They're divided up into fours, dude. That's what they did.
So you were asking for 24,000, not 40 or 30. So you weren't asking for 30,000. You were asking for 24,000.
It was it's close to 30, I think.
No, 6,000 isn't close to 30. Good try.
4 times 6. What is it?
You don't know?
No. I need help with math, dude.
Doesn't know what 4 times 6 is. I want to see some GoFundMes here. All right, let's see. Categories, medical. $80,000 goal. 80K goal. Okay. Did they suggest that he split it up into quadrants? Here's support. This is a 60,000 goal there, buddy. That's twice as much as you need. Support Oliver's recover after tragic accident. $120,000 goal there, Roger. So what the fuck are you talking about? That GoFundMe suggested that you split a $40,000 GoFundMe into quadrants. Where in GoFundMe was that suggested?
Wow. 4 times 6. This guy's struggling. Guys, you all hear this.
Hard,
the
man.
guy,
Really
the guy
hard.
that you listen
I don't
to.
understand what 4 times 6 is. I didn't take mathematics in school.
It's obvious.
You didn't take mathematics in school. Mathematics is mandatory through all grades, at least up until high school, Roger. So you're saying you never went to school?
or science
at all. No,
or
no
science or science.
Dude, I know what I'm getting. I know what it is.
Yeah, and you know how to install satellites, but you don't know where they point to. Okay.
There's speculation there because of
there's no speculation.
Yeah, because you can actually.
Yeah, no, there is no speculation. Satellite dish. It's in the fucking word. It's like butt plug. There's no confusion about what it's for.
Actually float things in between a non-gravitational or between gravitational pulls between planets, right? And you actually live on a planet.
Say what?
Okay.
There's speculation there because of
there's no speculation.
Yeah, because you can actually float things in between a non-gravitational or between gravitational pulls between planets, right? And
that's the Lagrange point. That has nothing to do with satellites, man. Satellites are nowhere near the Lagrange point.
And you actually live on a planet. Yeah. No, you say that's the assumption.
No, it's not an assumption. It's been witnessed. It's been videoed. It's been live streamed.
Yes?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. NASA's videoed it. Himawari 8 videos it. Yeah, absolutely.
No, see, this is where you flat earthers need to pick your heads up out of the sand.
Now you just stereotype me again.
No, you are.
No, you're a flat earther. You're a flat earther. You think that the earth is flat.
You are a flat earther. You're in with all of them.
No, but you're saying we're all the same.
Yes, all dumb.
Fundamentally, you are.
Fundamentally, all flat earthers.
Fundamentally, you ignore evidence.
What evidence?
Any evidence that contradicts your belief.
Well, it's not a belief, dude. I want to see the evidence.
It is. It's 100% a belief.
Show me the satellites.
Show me a picture of the flat Earth. Show me a map of the flat Earth. Go ahead.
It's too big to take pictures of the flat Earth, dude.
Go ahead. Show me a picture of the flat Earth or a map of the flat Earth.
You can't get up high enough to take a picture.
I can.
You can't get up to the dome. Rig a craft that's gonna grab it, like stick to it, like some space age fucking like what is it, mystery tape? What's the stuff? Or you made a canoe out of it? That super sticky shit. You can't like rig some sort of drone to fly up there and stick to it and then take a picture? You can't do that? Do hot air balloon, weather balloons, right?
Yep, do it.
It's like fucking Music Man. It's like the movie The Music Man, you know, the Broadway play, where there's no instruments. It's just a band. He's just selling the concept of a band. He doesn't sell instruments or anything, and they have to imagine that they have instruments if they want to play them. That's what this shit is. No, it's like you can't get to the dome. It's just, but there's a dome there. You just have to imagine it. It's fucking silliness.
That wouldn't change your mind. That's the problem.
I want you to do it. Seriously, I would change my mind.
I don't listen to you. You think I listen to you?
If you can actually.
Yeah, exactly. I used to have a thing. It was a little robot. It looked like a little AT-2T Walker, whatever, Star Trek shit. And it had suction cups on its feet. And when it walked, it could like peel the suction cup off, and when it stepped, it pressed it in there, and that thing would walk up walls. Fucking get a plane, go to the dome, stick it on there, have it walk up the fucking thing, and take a picture, Roger.
Actually get up high enough to take a picture of the Earth.
It's only about 30 feet, right? Because you don't understand scale.
Why would I do it for you?
No, just do it for
yeah, he doesn't know the territory. Yes.
Curiosity's sake.
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
You don't want to? Oh, come on. Build your own rocket, dude.
Why don't you do it?
Yeah. He blows them all the time. Yeah.
Why don't you do it?
I don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Have to.
Do I.
I don't have to.
You stick your head in the sand and you don't look at the evidence.
My head in the sand? No, yeah. I review NASA footage all the time, dude.
Dude, you can't even.
I review NASA footage all the time. Dude, your reviews are, oh, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake. That's all. That's what your reviews are. So.
Do 6 times 4 and you think you can suss out NASA footage?
Really? I can't do 6 times 4. That's amazing.
Right. You said.
You just failed, man.
You admitted it. You can't determine
Two
when a
sixes
company
is what,
opens.
12? And let's see if I can go any further with it. That's 18, 24. I don't know, something like that, dude. I can't do that.
Good
kind of
job.
stuff.
You
I'm
got
an
there, bud.
idiot. Good job, watch you. Yay.
Good job. It took
Silver star for Roger.
you about 5 minutes, but you got there. Good work.
No, dude.
All right, now go plan your Antarctica trip. See if you could do that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you can't do 6 times 4. You can't figure out when a company opens. You can't figure out how much money you need to raise.
What is 5 times 4, man? Come on, tell me.
What?
What's 6 times 7?
What's
42. 42, man.
What's the angles of an equilateral triangle?
What? Huh?
What's
Equilateral?
the inside of an equilateral triangle? Go ahead.
It depends on the
Nope,
actual.
it doesn't.
Oh, the cat's fucking around.
It doesn't depend on anything. What's
Sorry.
equal angles inside of equilateral triangle?
They're equilateral, dude.
What degrees angles are inside of an equilateral triangle?
Equilateral angles.
Which triangle are you talking about?
An equilateral one.
Show me one.
You don't need to. Just picture an equilateral triangle. All angles.
Oh my God! All angles, all sides the same. Equilateral.
And all sides are the same. Go ahead. Go.
The degrees to them?
Yep.
You're talking about like a 25?
Nope. Not a 25 at all. Good try.
Nope.
Not a 45.
Nope.
Nope. Good try.
Not a 45.
So it depends
Now that would be a right triangle.
on how far they are?
Nope. Doesn't. Nope.
It doesn't? Huh.
See, this is why you have no clue, because Nathan Oakley tells you can't take an angle from a flat from a curved surface. You have no.
Actually, it wouldn't be a right triangle. It would be any angle, any triangle with a 45-degree angle.
Business.
You don't go to the surface, dude. You go to a.
And actually, no, it would have to be a right triangle. Yeah, it would have to be a right triangle.
Point on a surface.
Oh my God.
Yes, and you measure a length to a point in the distance on the horizon. Good work.
On the horizon, yes, yeah, I'm well aware of that. But I mean, the horizon is flat. I hate to tell you.
It appears flat. I agree with
Wow.
Yeah, very much so.
Yep. You don't understand scale, and you don't understand the glow model. It's okay.
Yeah, I do understand scale. You guys don't use scale. You guys actually don't.
Okay, so how would you?
Oh,
How
oh my
flat
God.
is the Earth?
It's just flat.
Like, is it 100% flat from side to side? Huh?
It has topography on it.
No, for the sea level, is it 100% even side to side?
Depends on what datum you're using.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. The datum's right.
Pick a datum. Any datum. Go ahead. Pick a datum. Is it equal side to side?
Depends on topography.
So all I'm asking you, the sea level change.
No, it zeroes out. They zero the sea levels out with an average.
Okay. Have you ever?
Jesus, it's like watching a Senate subcommittee hearing. It's like they just can't answer a fucking question. They're incapable of answering questions straight.
Measured it?
It's amazing.
Have you?
No, but I've read papers on reciprocal zenith angles that show it's not.
Well, yeah, I know where you got.
What?
I know where you get where they get their. They actually use what was it called again? Geodetic surveying, and where do they get their measurements from when they do that?
I thought you knew this. Where do RZAs?
I'm asking you.
How are RZAs taken? I'm the one that brought it up. How are RZAs taken?
I'm well aware that how they're taken.
Okay, how?
Well, they use LiDAR for one.
Nope.
Yeah, they do. You get a reference point.
Nope.
And PJ starting right now.
Nope.
I'll see you later, Wes.
Oh my
We
God.
RZA,
Holy
and what do they
shit.
use in practice use for those?
And you just don't know what your satellite dishes are pointed at. That's a good job. Good job, little flirt.
Yeah, satellites.
Lots and lots of fun,
according to you. Yes. That's
Take it easy. Have a good day.
Are you running away?
Oh
Bye.
my God. Oh my God, what an idiot. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. I've been holding it for the last 10 minutes. Man, just unbelievable.
Hey, later, Flats. This has been fun.
Did Flatzoid just like go to sleep? It just, they don't fucking get it. They don't want to. They just want to be blinded by their fucking religion. They're happy to be ignorant. Yeah, it just keeps going. Oh, wait a second. He said, is that Debatable D? Is that who that is? Is that you? I don't know. He just fell asleep, man. Last 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, dude, they don't have any. They're just functionally illiterate. Look at your footsteps. And he just turns it off. What an idiot. What a complete fucking idiot. This is pretty funny.
Legend has it chocolate chip cookies were invented in 1930 by an American innkeeper who ran out of baker's chocolate. She improvised by breaking a semi-sweet chocolate bar into small pieces. Instead of melting, the chocolate merely softened, dotting the cookie with chocolate chips. They look homemade, and they taste homemade, but this home is a factory. Each ingredient goes into an industrial-sized mixer, starting with edible detergent to help clean the machinery during the cookie-making process. Then brown sugar is added, followed by an industrial-sized cube of butter. For other types of cookies, industrial-sized spheres or pyramids of butter may be used for different consistencies. A really big mixing thing pulverizes the ingredients thoroughly for as long as it takes to pulverize them. Then it's time for the secret ingredient, chocolate chips. Next, flour. Followed by ground flours. And then powdered flours from the ground. The final ingredients are beaten whole eggs and vanilla beans harvested in Madagascar, New Jersey. Mixing resumes until the cookie dough begins to look like cookie dough. The factory is secretive about recipe specifics, but if you're curious, they're exactly the same ingredients you'd find in a tube of Pillsbury cookie dough, except with more natural flavor. After scooping up a handful to munch on, workers transfer the cookie dough to a machine called a former. It's called this because it not only forms the cookie dough, but it formerly used to be a machine designed to crush baby chicks during poultry production. The machine creates the cutest little dough rounds, which are flash frozen in a freeze tunnel for distribution to hotels and restaurants. This allows them to operate under a technicality to claim they serve fresh-baked cookies, even though the businesses are too lazy, cheap, and deceitful to do any of the baking themselves. The freeze tunnel also coats the dough in an extra ingredient to make them more addictive, if you know what I mean. After exiting the freeze tunnel, each and every cookie passes onto the next conveyor belt. Please ignore the 2 cookies that have fallen out of line on the bottom of your screen. They will be punished for insubordination once filming ends. The packaging section is entirely automated, and also really boring to watch, so we'll be skipping over it. The cookies are slam-packed onto an automatic scale. Once the scale measures the appropriate portion of cookies for the average American, they fall down a chute similar to an Orlando water park megaslide. The next station seals and labels the boxes, which are put away by a factory worker. We have cropped his identity out of frame because he is currently in the Witness Protection Program. We here at How It's Made wish you luck, Robert Savino. This company also sells cookies online as gifts. Nothing says you're thinking of someone like dropping cookies at their doorstep that have gone completely stale because of the inability for the post office to deliver something on time. Workers lay out the cookie dough rounds while wishing they were doing absolutely anything else. As the cookie dough rounds bake, they melt slightly and double in diameter. Now for bonus points, can anyone tell me the new circumference of the cookies? The cookies remain in the oven for 7 degrees at 300 minutes Fahrenheit. The cookies rotate while baking to remind you how badly you want some cookies right now. Some of the batch go to the quality control tester, who conducts a series of arduous tests to determine that these are, in fact, chocolate chip cookies. In the cookie gift area, workers line a decorative tin with decorative plastic and line the plastic with non-decorative cookies. All of these steps are done to ensure that this isn't just a factory, but is in fact a home. And that's how to give the gift of homemade chocolate chip— Get those brownies out of here, goddammit! And that's how to give the gift of homemade chocolate chip cookies without ever setting foot in the kitchen.
I fucking love it. Huggabees. He does parody videos. He does a lot of commentary, like on comic books. Like, got what everyone wants to kill Archie. Talks about like crossovers in comics. Like, they once did like a series of comics for like, it was like a Subway ad. I mean, yeah, he just calls out the weirdest shit. Weird deaths. Talks about knife eaters. He's just a great channel. Roasting popular fast food restaurants. State license plates. State flags. Well, fun. A fun channel. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We will talk to you later. And